For standard sort of portrait work, I would be looking at the ease of function on the back, and I've got some quite easy options here in the sort of the options of metering that I can use. I'll go for evaluative first, so it's all over, but if I want to change and move because of the lighting conditions, that's great. It's very easy to do. I like that because you're not having to program it in all on the top. On the back, the functions are all quite easy to use, and I know that I can slam it straight into an auto ISO, which is obviously a new feature for cameras like this. And I think if you're going up and you're sort of an advanced amateur and you're trying to learn as you go, it's quite nice to have something that you're not worrying about. You can look at your aperture and your speeds and not worry about the ISO. It's all being done for you. I think as you then progress, it gives you the options to work with it, you know, up to a 6400 if you want, and it gives you that kind of control as well. So I'm going to set that one. I'm going to work first of all in aperture priority at the moment because I know that's what I want to look at. I'm going to concentrate on their faces, not so worried about the backgrounds because I've got little bits of clutter in the background there, so I want to blur those out. I can work purely in with an ISO, automatic ISO as well if I want to, with the TAV. Or I can work fully manual. The fully manual is the one that's got the light meter mode on it, so if you want to concentrate on your settings a little bit more and understand what you're doing, then it gives you that option. But also beautifully in the manual mode, you've got a lock button or an exposure button at the top where it almost puts you straight into program. If you're suddenly not sure about what you're doing in manual, press the green button and it gives you your programmed exposure, so it's kind of a little safety button for you as you're learning. I've also put on the image stabilization button, so using natural light it gives me a couple of stops different, so it gives me a little bit more freedom for moving about with them. Jojo. I've also got it on continuous shot. Again, that's something you use. Continuous shot, easily done with the wheel at the back. Choose your options, self-timer, and some different speeds of continuous shoot, and that's easy to do. Again, auto white balance on the back is very easy to do. Change whichever ones you want. The auto white balance on this I think is fairly... I tend to trust the auto white balance unless I'm going to be very specific and shoot with grey cards and do, but you can do a custom white balance or a manual white balance on this as well. Jojo! Try and get their attention. That's lovely. I'm going to quickly move the aperture up a little bit, and that's lovely because I'm moving it quite quickly, only up a couple of stops. Zooming in, so the light's dropping a little bit, and the auto ISO has already picked that up, and it's jumped up to 400, which is nice rather than it was on 200. So it's working with me, which is quite nice. Now I'm going to quickly flip it round to the speed because Jojo is getting a little bit restless. Again, quite easy to do. I'm still on evaluative metering and I can see that all really easily because of the green marks. I flicked it into continuous there because Maria has got a few blinks. Got some lovely colours in there. I'm just going to go in again on this one and see what my focusing is doing. That looks lovely to me. Can zoom it right in, all the way up, and that's all beautifully clear. And you can see that I've been moving, you know, around fairly quickly and still being able to work fast enough and get that lovely clarity, which is what I look for. Beautiful.